quickly test the audio here by default. Currently there's no background music yet. Alright. Alright, let me just now start playing the background music, which is by the Riverside Tavern. Hopefully they don't copyright strike the shit out of me. But yeah, they made the music. They have it like playing the entire day, so I recommend just having a listen because it's awesome. Their music does sound pretty good and pretty chill. Also, I need to still test the audio with the whole volume thing. Hang on, I just need to. I literally need to pull up my phone for this shit. Because I hear the reverberation of like me talking myself and then the back of the audio here. Alright. Alright. Hang on. Well, it doesn't look like there's any real difference so far, but wait, maybe I need to just in case turn up the audio here. Whoa, whoops, you can just hear me doing the audio test here. This microphone is really fucking sensitive, isn't it? Oh boy. Whoops, you can just hear me doing the audio test here. This microphone is really fucking sensitive, isn't it? Oh boy. Well, this sounds to be okay. Well, it looks okay. Alright, turning that down and clicking out of my video or stream on my phone. Putting that down and pulling this up so I can see chat. Alright, so what we're doing today, as title suggests, we are shiny hunting, specifically Digwood. And I can't like individually turn off the audio, so yeah. I had to fully mute the game itself. Also, the guys that we have with us are this Oshawott, because why not? Our starter and our Grovile. Yes, my Trico evolved while I was doing stuff off stream. Also, if you hear me suddenly just leaving, yeah, I ate something that didn't agree with it. And I feel a case of that coming on in a sec. Not good. Ah, no shiny. Seriously though. I ate something that did not agree with it. Oof. Or that at least didn't agree with, that did not agree with my stomach anyway. Yes, if they're not shiny, we're killing them with Oshawott, or trying to anyway, and dead. Super effective, 200 XP. Also, it's a sassy Oshawott, by the way. It's sassy. Meaning it for some reason gets an increase in speed. Do I have a potion? No, I do not. Well, Oshawott is level 16 now. Actually, let me check. Do I actually have a potion? Huh. I do not. But yeah, we're just gonna shiny hunt Diglett mainly because of you can't escape a fight against a Diglett, so I thought maybe that having that ability with like future shiny hunting might be a good idea. But also, apparently you can't even use teleport to get away. And just in case, let me just quickly run over here. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the music, because I honestly really like the sound of it. And again, the background music is by the Riverside Tavern. Link should be in the description. And it's honestly just fun to listen to. Or actually nice and relaxing. And let's face it, better than the default music you hear in the game itself, you know? I actually wonder what the shiny looks like for a Diglett. Now, obviously we're just gonna go for the shiny, so if it's male or female, whatever. And we can immediately fucking go to the Pokemon Center again, ain't that great? Actually, you know what? Fuck it, come here. If our War Turtle evolves, then great for it. War Turtle is strangling Skull Bash. Alright, what move should it forget? I kinda can't say bite their head off if I get rid of bite. Hey, you know what? Controversial, but let's get rid of water gun. And evolves. uh. Da, 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 da. Well, damn. Anyway. This is probably not going to be such a great thing, because this can take a long while, especially since this is full odds with no shiny charm. Actually, I don't know if this Romek has the shiny charm. Oh, right. Whoops. Bubbles. Yeah, no shit. No shit, it's super effective. Rock v water. Under high pressure, at the very least, very effective. Also, just because I was curious, I looked at the EV values that you get from both Diglett and Dugtrio. So Diglett gives one AV or IV into speed, and Dugtrio gives 2. I have a feeling Diglett is just gonna be gold. You know? Like the shiny version, it's probably just gonna be golden. Actually, should I minimize the recording program or recording software here? Because maybe that's causing a little bit of delay or issues. Also, now with the audio being gone, I can literally just keep the fast forward button pressed down so it goes faster. Come on. I haven't had a double battle encounter here though. Honestly, I'd be surprised if we get this shiny quickly. But yeah, I hope everyone's at the very least enjoying the background music here, if you can hear it, because it is now on max volume, by the way, on my end. And at least it's nicer to listen to. Again, I'd recommend you guys check out the Riverside Tavern. That are the people that made the music. From what I've read, they're like 3 people that use AI for auto tuning. I think, if I read that correctly. But it takes them like a whole day to make the thing. Or to make it, so honestly for the sound it's actually sounds really nice. And this coming from someone, by the way, who, as long as it sounds good, I'll listen to anything. Which I can thank my dad for. Because growing up, he played a lot of 80s, 70s, and I think 60s music. Whenever he did stuff around the house, so... Uh, but yeah, I was before I was gonna do this. I thought to myself, yeah, I'd better find like something else to use in the background as music that is hopefully not gonna screw me over. uh, but yeah, at the very least, even if it does get like copyright claimed and stuff, as long as they say, well, you can use it's our stuff, you can use it, but you're not allowed to make money with it. Honestly, fine. It's not like I'm making money with YouTube anyway, plus YouTube is more of a hobby for me. So I don't really give a rat's ass either way if I make money with it or not. Honestly, I wonder if somewhere in the world, since there are set locations apparently where you can encounter the other starters, that honestly makes me wonder if you can encounter the original starters that we could select at the start, if you can just encounter them somewhere in the game too. It would be funny if you can encounter them only in the Safari Zone though. Oops, wrong one. Don't mind the dead, don't mind the dead Oshawott in my party. I'll just minimize the recording software. Oh, whoops. Eh. Bubbles. Dang it. Again, hope everyone is enjoying the stream so far. Or if you're watching this in the future, or if I get the shiny and I make a short out of it, which is partially also one intention as to why I'm doing this. Yeah, you can thank a certain orange slime for that one. Honestly, at least he might be, or the orange slime might be using like normal Pokemon, but I thought, why not try it with Moemon? Dang it. Oh well. At some point, even if we don't get it, at some point I will end the stream, obviously, because well, of course I don't have like, considering the time that I stream it, by the time I probably end it, it's gonna be like really late at night, or pretty much the next day. Also, you can bet your ass that the day after tomorrow I'm gonna... Oh, our first Dugtrio encounter. But you can bet your ass that the day after tomorrow I'll be streaming Code Vein 2, which is also probably gonna be a long stream because considering I took a long ass time in character creation in the first game, yeah. I'm gonna sit there most likely for an hour just creating my character. And then I still probably won't be happy with it. or accidentally screw it up. And like, oh, no PP left. Dang it. And that's a chomp right there. Ah, second Doug Trio. Fine. I hope you like getting chomped on. Loki, this is both slightly EV training and leveling our Moemon here. Come on, shiny hunt. No. Oh, whoops. Forgot that doesn't have any PP left. I mean, maybe at some point I'll like, if I get a particular like, if I get a particular shiny, maybe just as a joke I should also immediately try and EV train it, as in like with joke stats or something. Like, oh, here, have this Gardevoir with an incredibly high amount of attack or very high defense. Stuff like that, you know? Essentially not doing it competitively just to... specifically not doing it competitively, but just doing it as a joke and essentially making a terrible stat spread. Whoops. Oh wait, that's lowering my never mind. I keep forgetting that. Hang on, let me just scroll up real quick. Yeah, stream seems to be going normal. Whoops. Right, you can't run away. Boy. Dang it. I mean, hey, probably by the end of this, my starting Moemon is probably going to be like around level 40 or over, maybe even close to level 50 actually. You never know. Because I do know this game does have shinies. Slugma. Why is it holding an egg in its hair. Well, that's an odd encounter. That was an odd encounter. Yeah, like earlier today when I turned on my PS5, like the free download for Code Vein 2 started. So yay. I'm definitely looking forward to playing that. I'm actually even considering like making a separate making one character for like streams and stuff and one separate character for like that so that I can play the game just for fun and stuff. And kind of get an idea of what I have to do in certain areas. Alright. On a completely different note and a TMI note as well, the war in my stomach has apparently settled down. Because I no longer have that feeling that I ate something that didn't agree with it. Come on. I mean, again, like, the odds are high, by the way, for a shiny in this, because... Oof. Well, I say high, but I mean more like a high chance that we're not getting it. Which is also why it says in the description, will we get the shiny? Probably not. Ever the optimist, I know. Quickly go in here to heal. And yes, I have over 100 Pokeballs in my inventory already for this. Because there are great balls, it's just that, you know... The only way I've been getting those is through randomly finding them. Accuracy fell. Immediately misses the water gun. Come on, it's supposed to be super effective. And we're dead. Super effective. Magnitude 7. What used water gun. And this time one-shot it. Razor shell. Alright, what moves can it forget? Tail whip immediately. The first thing to get rid of. And another evolution during this stream. Yay! Well, we'll get to see what Oshawott looks like, or the evolved form of Oshawott looks like, whose name currently escapes me. Wait, is this one just gonna turn into like a samurai? Nothing like off-brand cola. And I saw that, so that's what Duwat looks like. Yeah, I have a feeling that it's just gonna turn into like a samurai in this third form. Accuracy fell. Still murdered your ass. Also, I was gonna say Swinub, but I forgot. I immediately remembered that was not the name of that Pokemon. The Tepig that we caught in the last stream that I did, where we just played through the game itself. Yeah. That fucker evolved too. No, do what you missed. Why do what? No. Bite its head off for that. Maybe I should ask that orange slime how he has the counter set up for counting how many how many of the particular Pokemon he has already encountered. I can always ask him that after this stream. Because shiny hunting in this game in particular is something that I would want to do. Especially later on if you actually get the shiny charm later. And if you can also fill out the Pokedex, you know? Super effective, no shit. Come on. I don't care if you're male or female, just be a fucking shiny. Honestly, I'll also take it if it's a shiny Doug trio that we encounter. Alright. I'll even accept that. If it's like a shiny Doug trio or a shiny Diglett, no what the fuck ever at this point. But I'm hoping obviously that's going to be a shiny Diglett. Blastoise lowers its head. Defense rose. One damage. Oof. Honestly, I am curious what a shiny Charmander would look like in this game, or the entire Charmander evolution line in this, because I think that last time I played a bit of Moemon and I started with a Charmander, I think I immediately named it Zentrea. I mean, come on. Box art. Also getting close to level 40. Neat. Honestly, I have to say the because I've listened the past couple of days. I have listened to some of the music from Riverside Tavern. I have to say, it's a great. It's like good music to listen to when just chilling, you know. And it is just honestly nice to listen to in general. Ah, dang it. Ah well. I mean, we would only be so lucky getting a shiny like 1/2 hour in. And since it's not really causing the lag, I'm just gonna pull up the stream or the streaming software here. Simply so that I can also see for how long I've been streaming. And like I've encountered shinies before in like the base games back with the Game Boy and stuff. Hell, I even had one time where I hatched a shiny from the egg you get for frickin' free from that one guy in Pokemon Gold. And yeah, I even had the worst way you can encounter a shiny as well in that game too. Encountering a shiny Hoot Hoot right at the start of the game where you don't have any Pokeballs yet. Frustrating as all hell. Alright. Honestly, that was frustrating as all hell. But yeah, haven't looked it up at all, but I have a feeling that Diglett's shiny colors are just going to be gold. That's my honest opinion there. Like, I think it's just going to be gold, you know? Uh, Come on. But yeah, at some point, like getting a nice, getting a couple of shinies would be nice, you know? Honestly, I like the look of Diglett more than uh, well, let me rephrase that. I like the sprite, the way the sprite looks for Diglett a lot better than the Trio's sprite, but it's mainly because Diglett's one is just looks a lot more cute. In the normal way, you guys. In the normal frickin' way. And our Blastoise is now level 40, I bet. Type advantage, ain't it nice? Honestly, I'm just enjoying the music here more than actually getting bored from doing a shiny hunting, but it's also not been that long yet, so we ought to be good. We ought to be good there, homie. Bubbles for the win. Alright, sorry I was paused there. And that was my mouse cursor. And yeah, just the music here. Nice. Again, if there's like audio issues, it's whatever. Because if you can barely hear me but still hear the music instead, you guys can probably just get the gist of what we're doing here. And you can always just say you can always just say like, hey, music is not all that loud. In which case I think I need to go into the streaming software and set the desktop sound a little bit higher. Just a tad, you know? Just so you guys know, you can't see it, but I'm actually bobbing my head from left to right. Which honestly is an indicator that I'm really enjoying the music. And I'm pretty relaxed. Also, face-wise, Blastoise reminds me of Bow for some reason. Although Blastoise is more well-endowed. And not as fat. probably not into furries. Anyway, I actually wonder. Oh wait, we before saw what Flareon looks like, right? In, I mean, like in that one guy's computer, he had like a few pictures of EV evolutions. I think it was like a Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. I can always look at that later at some point. Come on. Nah. Also, when I was little, I honestly thought like, oh, if you get a shiny and you get another shiny of the same Pokemon, obviously, if you breed them together, you should be guaranteed to get another shiny of that same Pokemon out of it, right? I mean, probably not, because that's not how. I don't think they have actual genetics in the. I don't think they have actual genetics in the game. Only that you can pass down natures and stuff. But other than that, I don't think you can do that with shinies. Why am I immediately thinking of a certain combo and thinking of, hey, let's get a Grimer next so that we can get a shiny Muck? I actually forgot where we encountered that Grimer. Ah well. And right on cue, we defeated a Diglett. Durant. Alright. Dang it, we're not a fire type. But we can't run away from it. Also, this is called Diglett Cave for a reason if you couldn't tell. I wonder if you can actually if you have like an empty Game Boy cartridge, if you can actually like port one of these ROM hacks on there and like actually play it in your Game Boy, you know? But I doubt with all the stuff they added into Moemon Mega Fire Red here, like Mega Evolutions and stuff, I doubt that you can I doubt the cartridge will have enough space for it. Ah, damn it. Aquatail. uh. Hang on, let me... Yeah, one watching. Alright. Yeah, that one watching is obviously myself because I'm using Windows, a window here to look at the stream chat, or to look at the chat during stream. So I'm just, right now, just talking to myself here. Yeah, not that different from the usual, honestly. At some points, I do even think I'm going nuts. I wonder what kind of nature the shiny will have if we actually get it during this stream, you know? And right now we're probably over 100 Digletts encountered. So far only one Durant and one Slugma. I think 2 Dugtrios. We are here trying to get a Diglett, or shiny Diglett, but make that 2 Durants. But yeah, if we end up getting like a different Pokemon that we can encounter here as a shiny, then yay. Level 41, baby. Nearly out of PP for bubbles. I mentioned that we've only encountered one Durant, and we immediately, right after that, encounter a Durant and another one. Would have been funny if it's a shiny Durant too. Or whoops. Nearly an hour in at this point, give or take 3 minutes left to go for it to be at the 1 hour mark. And so many Diglets were harmed in the making of this stream so far. I actually should just double check again if the audio is correct. I'll do that in a second, I think. One more encounter after this one and then I'll actually check. Nah, no shiny still. Alright. Checking the shiny, or checking the audio here again, just for a sec. Thank you for the like, by the way. Come on. Sorry for the buzzing there. That's my dear computer being a bitch. Yeah, at some point my computer is also just gonna give me the good old seppuku treatment. Or it is gonna get it. Anyway. But yeah, the audio could use a little bit of a tune upward. That should be okay, question mark. Maybe that can drown out some of the buzzing. Whoops. No PP left. Again, I do need to check that because once I have the audio stuff down, I should be able to get it, or I should be able to just leave it there. Alright, audio seems to be a-okay now. So just turning up the volume in my editing program, turning up the volume in my streaming software ought to have done the trick there. Like with headphones on, I don't really hear the buzzing, mainly because of the music. But like when I actually listen to the stream itself on my phone. Alright, Slugma. But when I listen to the stream on my phone, it's really fucking loud. Because I think this microphone might just be I think this microphone is just really sensitive. Maybe I should make like a thing under my desk and put it there. I keep going for bubbles when it doesn't have any PP. And yes, we're consistently biting Diglett's head off here with our Blastoise. And there we have our 4th Endurant encounter. Just murdering it. Honestly, I wonder where we encounter Skarmory, because we've encountered that in a battle before, and goddamn does this sprite look cool. Dang. Again, sorry for the buzzing if you guys can actually hear it. Oh, right. I'm just being an idiot. Just think, just because of me checking the audio and hearing that buzzing, I'm just completely... My brain is just going 404. I swear, if it's gonna turn out to be a shiny Durant, the one, well, technically not the one Pokemon that I've encountered the least, because now that would still be Slugma and Dugtrio. Both at the same amount of encounters at 2. But we are looking for the shiny Diglett, but I don't mind if we get one of the other Pokemon we can encounter here as a shiny. Obviously I didn't say in the title or anything what Pokemon we're specifically shiny hunting. So getting a shiny regardless during the stream would be nice. But as I have said in the description as well, probably not. Yeah, I think I'll look at how I can potentially fix that issue of the buzzing. Also, I need to shave, I think, or I need to trim my mustache. Well, more like my beard, but mostly my mustache. Anyway. Hopefully you guys should hear the music better now. Also, just FYI, a video that is recommended to me on my phone underneath my own stream is it literally has the title, "These Pokemon Gen 10 leaks are causing big drama." God damn it. My brain just defaulting there. I mean, hey, nearly level 42. Alright, slight disconnect there, but it's immediately reconnected. Hopefully nothing happened. You guys just saw me immediately skip to the next encounter though. That is funny. But yeah, like, you guys didn't miss much there. It's just my, it's had a slight internet connection there, or internet connection issue there, so. Alright, I can actually, let me just turn that off. Alright. Dang it, still no shiny. I mean, we would only be so lucky. Hey, at least if we have to go back to the Pokemon Center, our Dewott will get revived and be at full HP again. Hey! So yeah, now the least... The one Pokemon we've encountered here, the least, is Slugma now. Also, I like how they made, for Dugtrio, they made the other two heads essentially two gloves that she's wearing. Or two mitts that she's wearing. It sucker punched me. How dare it? How very dare it? Biting that Diglett's head off. So many Diglets were harmed in the making of this stream. Oh, so many. PETA would probably drop dead from the amount. Let me rephrase that. PETA would probably jump out of their grave. Considering they murder more than they actually save. And at this point they're just fucking trying... At this point they just want to make drama. To get noticed and not forgotten. And just like that, whoops. Now our Dewott can get some more XP. What? Water gun. honestly. If anything else, we had Oshawott and our war turtle evolved during the stream, so yay. Also, holy shit, level 22 versus level 17, but I have type advantage. Maybe this will actually level up to what? But yeah, my bet is the third form here is gonna look like a samurai. Or more along the lines of a samurai. Dang it. So close, I would say, but there's no way to really tell before the silhouette disappears. For you to see if it's shiny or not. We can only hope that at some point we get a shiny. I hate it when it does this. Mainly because it does a crap ton of damage immediately and nearly almost kills my Moemon. For that, we're biting its head off. Again, a lot of Diglets were harmed in the making of this stream. Honestly, the music is just nice. In all honesty, this might be good music for me to actually fall asleep to, considering I do have insomnia and stuff. And have a real issue falling asleep. Nice. Wow, did a whole 3 points of damage. Still no shiny. there's another Durant. Again, Slugma being the least encountered Pokemon in here so far. Yeah, the music is just so nice to listen to right now. Alright, that was the stream cutting out all of a sudden again. Aw, still no shiny. I'll just drink something here. Yes, that was me burping. A fun fact, I legitimately cannot hold them in. So when I actually burp and and it just unlucky enough is gonna be a loud one, you bet your ass everyone's gonna hear it. That reminds me. Oh, one time I burped loud enough to where my dog was like, "What the fuck was that?" uh, uh, to be reminded of that. Yeah. Fun times, honestly. Sadly, the dog in question did pass away a few years ago. Yeah. Anyway, enough said about that. Let's not get too depressed here. Level 42 with our Blastoise. Mainly just killing Diglets. It's probably gonna have a high speed at the end of it. At the end of this, though. Seeing as I did look up what EV yield a Diglett gives. Oh no, whatever will we do? Critical hit, huh? How's about that for a critical hit? Hang on, I'm just trying to reposition myself here. Ow. That was my knee hitting the desk. my PC still so loud? Yeah, sadly. Now, again, I need to find a way to fix that. At some point. Yeah, the main reason why I said that my Blastoise here is probably gonna have a bit higher speed than usual is because I earlier today actually, because I got curious, looked up the EV yield for Diglett, as I mentioned earlier as well. And yeah, Diglett 1 speed EV, Dugtrio 2 in speed EV. Bubbles. Main reason why we're also attacking the Diglets and Dugtrios here is because of they have the area trap ability thing, which is also the main reason why we're shiny hunting a Diglett first. Because then, if we were to shiny hunt Abra, yeah, guess who can't escape anymore? Guess who can't escape with teleport? Because I actually tried using teleport against the Diglett while I was grinding, or while I was doing stuff off screen in the game. And yeah, I could not teleport. Because it said the same thing as all the rest. Area trap, you cannot flee from the Diglett. Which still sucked, by the way. Because I was completely out of PP, that was the last Pokemon I had left. And it was right before leaving the cave too. Honestly, the music is actually good enough to where I want to be quiet for a bit. Just to let you guys listen to it too. Without me yapping through it. It just sounds so nice, man. And for those of you wondering, look in the description for who made the music. Riverside Tavern, of course. Wait, what? Now I could suddenly run away from it? Alright. Weird, weird. Oh my god, it's Durant. I like how they made the scissors of the actual Durant. They actually made it into a pair of scissors. We're still just gonna attack them since I can. Because why not? Low-key kind of level grind, doing a slow level grind for our starting Mon here. Yeah, now I can't escape. Bubbles. Also, we're 1.5 hours, nearly yeah, just over 1.5 hours into the stream, by the way. And still no shiny. Obviously, shiny hunting does take a while. That much I know. And I need to think of more stuff to yap about. As long as you guys don't say anything. If you're watching this in the future, obviously I can't say anything to it. I mean, hey, if you're watching me in the future, hi. I hope the lizards haven't invaded yet. Ominous start there to the music as I said that. Yeah. Hey, at least I got a like from someone during the stream, which is more than I could hope for. I mean, I'm still small, and I think most of those that are subscribed to me right now are probably not really all that interested, or are subscribed and don't bother unsubscribing, or they barely use YouTube nowadays, or they're just flat out too busy. But again, YouTube is a hobby for me. As long as I'm having fun and someone's enjoying it at least, other than me, then why not? Then I'm okay with it. Running from that Durant. Biting off that Diglett's head. Hey, another Doug trio. I think that's number 4. No, our attack missed. God damn it. We survived, bitch. And bubbled to death. is really chill music, honestly. Honestly, right now, you know those snake whisperers with like the pipes and stuff, and that they have a cobra dancing out of the basket. Yeah, with this honestly with this music, imagine me being that cobra. Just it's just that nice sounding to me. Yeah, one can't really see what they're doing when they have their eyes closed, obviously. And another Durant. Another Doug trio. Alright, no PP left in Aqua Tail. Then we're just gonna bubble it to death. AKA give it a bubble bath. Which it probably won't enjoy much since it's super effective. Boom, bitch. Tell your buddies to send a shiny. Alrighty. Yeah, I just thought it was funny to try and do a voice there. Probably not, though. Seeing as I'm very unfunny. Pardon? was a critical hit too. At least the music is nice, as long as you don't mind the buzzing from my computer in the background there too. wasn't paying attention there for a sec. And I need to put on a sweater. It's getting a bit chilly here. Of course it digs down. Ugh. Oh well. And we are struggling. Dang it. Still no shining. Almost 2 hours in at this point. Give or take 6 minutes. And our Blasters is struggling. By the looks of it, with smoking. Just saying. In her sprite in battle, it looks like she's holding a giant cigarette. Hey, it's our third Slugma encounter. Damn it, something popped up here, blocking the stream here. Or blocking the chat here. Let me actually refresh. Again, nice that I have one mic so far. I'll consider that getting that like because of the music. That's what I'm gonna think there. Aww, no shiny. And our Blessus is struggling. And nearly very dead because of the recoil. To the Pokemon Center. Blading through that. Whoops. Do what? Do what? Do what? Honestly, with this music, I have to be careful that I don't fall asleep behind my desk. It's actually really mellowing me out to that point. Which again is both a good and a bad thing. Because again, as I mentioned before in the stream, I do have insomnia and stuff. And I have real trouble falling asleep. Hell, on the the normal time when I go to bed is like almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not even kidding. And that's just because I thought, all right, I should go to bed now and get at least a few hours of sleep. Not because I'm sleepy or anything, it's just that, alright, I have to get a couple of hours of sleep here. Almost 2 hours in. Still no shiny. It would have been nice that right on the dot of 2 hours in I get the shiny. Unless I get it within the next 30 seconds, I doubt it. Nope, just hit 2 hours. Aquatail. Still no shiny. Honestly, at this point, I just have to say, check out the Riverside Tavern if you want to hear more music like this. Link in the description. And if YouTube doesn't allow you, it doesn't turn it into a clickable link even though it goes to YouTube itself, then just, you know, copy paste and it should bring you there too. Or just Google, or just put the name, or just put Riverside Tavern in the search bar. Running from a Durant. Still though, only 2 times did we encounter a Slugma. During these entire 2 hours. Give me that frickin' shiny, regardless if it's male or not. If it's male, I'm just gonna call it Shota. I immediately am just imagining an elf just dancing to the music here. Fun fact, actually, the Riverside Tavern, while they're playing this music during their daily streams so far, they actually use like an image of an elf. Blonde elf. But honestly, with this music, I'm more reminded of Deedlit from Record of Lodo's War. Nice anime too. Hey look, a Doug Trio. Would have been funny if that one was shiny. Aquatail. Yeah, tell your buddies to give me a shiny, or the culling will never end. Same shtick. Tell your buddies to give me to have a shiny appear, or I'm gonna murder even more. Diglett. Honestly, if my parents were to walk in right now, they would probably immediately think that I'm drunk with how much I'm swinging from side to side. Odd, oddly enough, I for some reason really feel like playing D&D. Or with this kind of music, it's actually making me wish I could play D&D with someone, or with a couple of people, or with a nice group, and just have a bit of fun. Honestly, this is nice, relaxing music at the same time. But it's probably a good idea to, if I'm gonna do more shiny hunting in the future in this game, that I get the shiny charm. But yeah, if we catch a shiny during this stream, it's definitely going to be added to the main party. 46 on our starter. Learn Iron Defense. No. Yes. And continue. That was quick. Actually, this music at least puts me in a good mood too. The goal here, by the way, is also to try and catch a shiny. So if we manage to catch one, that's GG's and end of the stream too, depending on how long we have been going. And so far we've gone past 2 hours, so. And I'm so mellowed out by the music that I forgot I can just run away from Durant. Yeah, well. We just turned that Durant into XP. Duct Reel. I'm encountering a lot more Dugtrio at the moment. Whoops. My button pressing is a tad too fast. Despite us not having gotten a shiny yet, I'm pretty a-okay with it. At least we get to listen to nice music. Alright, that's the third time that's happened. That the stream suddenly disconnect, or that there's an internet issue. Let me just check that. Whoops. Alright. Also, my thing was in this. Was in the thing there. Biting the head off of this level 20 female Diglett. Nearly level 47. Just by defeating Diglett. So yeah, the the speed stat for my Blastoise here is probably going to be really fucking high. compared to normal. Is it just me, or are they also becoming a lot higher level? Oh well. Seriously though, the nice chill music like this is a nice find. So I'd really recommend you guys go to Riverside Tavern, the ones who made the music. Also getting close to 2.5 hours for this. Honestly, if I'm getting close to like a certain point in time here, because I am streaming this from Germany, so it's, for some people it might be early in the morning, but for me it's starting to actually get to late at night. Let's just say we're about 3 hours away from midnight here. Still not a shining, but a well. At least we get to enjoy this nice music. Oops, wrong button. We chill, man. We just be chillin', man. Coincidentally, I actually do have a CD called that literally is titled "The Best of Bob Marley," reggae and all. Oddly enough, I do like the sound of it. Way better than rap, in my opinion. Because honestly, I find rap to be really stupid. Personal taste, obviously. Honestly, can we get that shine before we have called the entire Diglett population into extinction? Honestly, if we don't get the shiny during the stream and we get to that point in time where I have to end the stream due to it being midnight or something, I'll actually look up if first off I'm gonna look that up anyway if the game actually does have shinies, and if we don't get, and again if I look it up and it says yes the game does have shinies, I'm just gonna say alright, it's because I don't have like stuff like the shiny charm or anything or stuff like that. Level 21 gets the last bite. And I might actually, before I do the next shiny hunt, I might actually like look up a strategy for like shiny hunting in Pokemon Fire Red, because this is a ROM hack of that. So I'm assuming the shiny hunting stuff is related to that. again, at this point, it would be funny if I get a shiny of a Pokemon that I'm not even trying to get, but I'd never said that we're specifically looking for a particular shiny. I just prefer it to be a Diglett at this point, mainly because of its area trap ability. But I'll be happy with just any shiny at this point. Especially since we're 2.5 hours in. And looks like soon my Blastoise needs to go to the Pokemon Center again. And then our Duat can get a little bit more XP before dying. Damn it. Oh, fuck off. Now it's just gonna use Dig, really? This Diglett must only know Dig then. Ah, finally did the different move. Please don't use Dig. Struggling. Life can be a struggle. It's what you make of it. Blastoise is struggling. That's just what I'm just for some reason. Whenever I have to do struggle, I'm just reminded of that fucking jingle. I wonder if there's like a... I was gonna say, I wonder if there is a Pokemon or a Moemon here that kinda resembles an elf, and then my mind immediately goes, Abra. I should try and catch one of those. Just in general, not specifically a shiny, just in general, just an Abra. There we have it, the trio. Blastoise is struggling. Almost one-shotted too. Just by struggle. Sand Tomb, dang it. I've been sucker punched. No. Oh fuck, I'm nearly dead. But with this victory, we are one level higher. Nearly level 50. Neat. My highest level mon right there. And it's another dog trio. Oh, level 31. Oof. Chunky fucker, ain't it? And I got away safely. Heading to the Pokemon Center. Cause we need some healing. Water gun. That got lowered. Level 19 if I am correct. Do it, flinched of course, and of course dig, and let me guess, fucking one shot. Gets killed by it. Oh, I should have done focus energy there. Of course it survives. At least this time it didn't flinch. It's just nice. Well, Do-What is dead again. Or not. I doubt it's gonna survive a second one of those. Bye, do what? Survive this 3 HP. Almost level 20. And we're dead. Well, do what is, but we still have Blastoise, who is full HP and full on all moves, all PP on all moves. So we're biting its head off for downing do what. And simply because we like chomping down on stuff. Honestly, I know that there is a cheat code that essentially forces every encounter to be a shiny, but why use it, you know? Unless you want to do like a run where you do all shinies and then you're only allowed to catch the first Pokemon you encounter. Getting close to 3 hours, by the way. 3 hours of awesome music so far. And me just chilling and yapping to myself. awesome. Awesome music. Just had to like check what that was real quick. I mean, yeah, it's a water type. Of course, it's super effective against a something as rock hard as that Diglett. And I'm talking about its rock hard Ahabs that are hiding underneath that shirt, obviously. Clearly, that you can see once it evolves into a Dugtrio. After all, water under pressure can cut through steel. And other stuff. For a second there, because the sprite looked slightly brighter, I thought it was a shiny. At least it looked that way. Again, I have no idea what the shiny colors are for a shiny Diglett. Actually, didn't I already catch a Diglett at some point? Like a regular one? I'd need to check the box. Be another Dugtrio. But as you guys can clearly see, it has some roll card abs under that shirt. Music just sounds awesome. All of a sudden, I'm reminded of that one guy from from the Fairy Tale anime that goes like, sniff, sniff, sniff. Yeah, it's been a while. Hey there, dear ant. If I remember correctly, that guy also fights using smells or perfume. Which odd thing. Oh right, area trap. I got it confused with a der ant for a second there. Shiny hunting's a bitch at full odds. Ain't that right, non-shiny Diglett? Who's about to get their head bitten off? Morbid, I know, but that's just the way I see it. Where it doesn't look weird. Honestly, I think by the end... Oh, we're actually 1 minute away from having streamed for 3 hours. Just me being in this cave and going back and forth to the Pokemon Center. From said cave. And still no shiny. Give me a goddamn shiny, that would be great. Fuck you too. Well, I didn't say please that time. Or at all for that matter. Still no shiny. Level 49 on my starter. Oh yeah. Another Dugtrio. Using Aqua Tail on this level 19 Diglett. Overkill, I know. Especially because type advantage. Not shiny. Actually, this music also kinda keeps me awake here for doing this, because normally I would start dozing off already. Non-shiny. Not shiny. We're never getting the shiny, but hey, I did say in this description probably not. And we had at least we had some awesome music to listen to here. Anyone else think at this point we've destroyed most of the Diglett population at this point? That's what I'm thinking. At this point we must have destroyed most of the population. Don't mind the entire pile of dead Digletts in the corner there. It survived with 1 HP, really? Bruh. Numb. Doesn't that just suck? It's funny though that in this entire 3-hour stream, we've only encountered 2 Slugma. Which are for some reason holding an egg in their hair. We're probably not gonna get the shiny though. Oh well. Oh well at this point. Imagine I just encounter a Pokemon right after I end the stream and that one is shiny. Force to have it. Would have been nice if it had a little jingle and shine. At this point, our Blastoise is nearly level 20. Or level 50, I mean. Honestly, nice music here. And I knew what I was getting myself into with doing shiny hunting. I just wish I had something. I actually wish I did have snacks, something to snack on here though. But other than that, doing fine. And actually, I'm pretty mellowed out. Honestly, they do, right? They do say in the description for the songs as well that, or for those streams as well, music to relax to. Yeah, I have to agree. This is music to relax to. Proceeding to bite its head off. Anyone ever wonder what a Diglett looks like underground? Or the part that is underground? Anyone ever wonder what that looks like? The bottom half of a Diglett. Probably like a really muscular, huge muscular monster underneath there, and it's just poking out its head, and that's the Diglett. Or that's what people perceive to be the Diglett. Meanwhile, it's this huge hulking monstrosity underground. The final Diglett here that gets its head bitten off with the last PP on bite. And then later we are struggling again. Unless we get a shiny. Which we don't. So, fuck you. Anyway. Enough doing voices, am I right? We still have some Skull Crusher. But yeah, we're chilling out here. Magnitude 7. Nearly level 50. Probably after this fight is where, or once we win this fight, we get the level 50 on our starter. Or not. Shiny would be nice. Skull Bash to the face. Level 50 on our Blastoise. Another Skull Bash. Magnitude 6, huh? And we use Skull Bash on it. And it was a critical hit on the Skull Bash too. Come on, be shiny. Talk about it being rough, am I right? Yeah. Boom. Aw, man. And here I was hoping that we had that duo would survive a lot longer, aside from just a few fights, so that we can maybe get it to its third form as well. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I really need to use the bathroom after 3 hours. me tell you, that was refreshing. I know, TMI. Way too much TMI. Honestly, I just can't help it. It says, after 3 hours. Ooh, Duran again. It would have been funny if Durant was shiny. Just struggling. Not shiny. Now we are struggling again. Cause we're all out of PP.